security matters. Your security matters more than you know. Look to the left, right, north, and south. Chaos everywhere. Whether citizens who are dissatisfied by government, whether it is communities rising against communities, nations upon nations. One thing becomes very prevalent. Simple: security. Security of who? The person. Security of individuals. Because to an extent, most agencies' security are either underpaid or overwhelmed, or their resources are not, they're not at par. So you end up asking yourself one question: what's so valuable about you that will make the whole security agency come and look for you or search for you or be bothered about you? How would you not end up as another statistic? The thing is, we should avoid being statistics. Now, can we? To an extent, not completely, but there's an extent that we can, by being able to be careful about our own security. In a life where we live, where you can post, comment, share, where you can speak your mind, as good as it is, also it has its downside. Downside because the regimes and system that will use that to their advantage. You go, you protest, you go, you speak your mind. Intelligence agencies which have chosen to compromise will then use it to, find you, track you, and do whatever they want to do to you. And if they don't do it, they can outsource this. We are living in the time where bounty hunters are bounty hunting people, innocent. We are living in times where goons are hired. We're living in times where we have hackers 24/7. So we always need to be very careful. Whether it's someone you've met in a dating app, let's say you've met someone in a dating app. Remember, many filters. So you've met them, you like them, whether you swipe left or right, whatever way it works in that platform. You like each other, you plan to meet. It is very important to have someone within your circle of life whom you can trust. So if you have met this person, let whoever is close to you have a photo of this person, have a contact address. Because remember, the photo that you see may not be the actual person. It could be another person. They could be using a photo of a relative. They could be using a photo of a total stranger. So have someone, even if you are being dropped in a place. I learned one thing that has helped me a lot. Even it helped me even when I would go to an interview. Always arrive earlier, very early. So if you're to meet someone at 5, be there by 4. Why? To scout the place so that you watch. And if you're to meet in a particular restaurant in a particular place, don't be the first one to get in. Be outside, chill somewhere, watch whoever you're supposed to meet, make the call. I know it may sound crazy, but at the end of the day, it can be the only thing that keeps you safe. Why would you do that? You want to watch to see if this person is one person alone, if it's a team of people, if they're driving, if they're riding. You want to see who they are, and you want to be very sure so that when you get into that place, you're safe. You can even say that you are late. You have to be very careful. Even in interviews, you go to a place interview, unless it's a new place for you, do a scouting the day before. Ask the security guys, is a company like this ABCD, how does people work? For your own security. Because now sadly there are people who are using that as their new way to take people away for good. They'll post as in a recruiting agency. You arrive on time. You see the venue. Everything seems to be adding up. But the problem is, it is not what it seems to be. You get to this place never to be seen again. Whether they have parked vans outside on the back side of the building, you really never know. So you have to always make sure. And that's why it's always good to have someone. You're going to an interview, let someone know that you're going to an interview. You're going to a date, let someone know that you're going to a date. Have a photo. And if you go, let's say, back to the part of the date, have information enough. If this person is driving a particular car, take that photo, send it to someone close to you. Let's say, and make sure your flashlight is off. Take just random photos, try and get a glimpse of the person, send it to someone close to you, and have a code. For example, you can tell whoever it is on the other end, if by this time I don't pick, call. And if they don't, call this other number and say you want to speak to me. Simple. So should this person be someone with ulterior motives and they realize someone can call them on your line, trust me, that's the last thing they want on their mind. And it might look like a stretch, but in this day and age, you cannot compromise your security. Let's look at delivery. So we have all these delivery services, everything brought at your doorstep. Ask yourself this question: what happens that day if the delivery person decides otherwise with you? They, we don't know how they get paid. You don't know the level of frustration. What if happens that they become a victim of the delivery person? Or as the delivery person, how safe are you when you enter into someone's vicinity? Or let's say you're using the services. How sure are you that a company has not been hacked and their contact address has been taken? And so someone knocks claiming to be impersonating a company, but they are not. In the gaming world, which I've been for quite a while, it's another world whereby the gaming you don't use the actual name because of your own safety at some point. Because the people you will play with and they lose, people actually take it very personally in the gaming world. And it's scary sometimes. And like some cases where I recall one where there was a lady who, this one that they even did the virtual dating, gamer to gamer, but they don't know each other. A few photos shared, and then I think the chick decided, not my card type. So she, cast the guy off. What she didn't know is the guy had put a worm into her machine. So either it was her phone and the laptop. Next thing, the guy literally flies up to where she was. The only thing that made her, and he buys a knife. The only thing that made her lucky, her brother was around. So when the guy opens the door, and the lady was not, remember, she had parted ways with this guy, but they never met. When the brother is opening the door, he missed this guy with a knife. By God's grace, she was alive. Those are the few that we get to hear about. Many don't get to tell the full story. So in the world that we are living in, whereby people are dating robots, people are dating AI, people have virtual virtual type of relationships. I'm talking about where they're using avatars type of relationship. You can never predict anyone anymore. And the idea that your security agencies are going to be there with the current situation going on country to country, nation to nation, I wouldn't put my bet on it. So you have to be very careful as a person and ask myself, the things that I do, can they come back biting me? The things I post, the things I say. And if they do, what cover do I have? Because sometimes I remember my own case, and that left me scarred for life. And it wasn't like the major one. I did one lapse of judgment. LinkedIn. I'd put the exact location of the office. A damn move never to be repeated. Anyway, early morning to work, I see a photo. Like when someone is previewing you. For some reason, something told me to just check LinkedIn. So I saw this preview. I couldn't see the lady's eyes. It was just eye and one side of the lips. So I show my colleague, hey, look at this one. I've never met her. So we just there laughing, like, wow, beautiful. And then I continued with my work. 10 a.m., a lady's at the reception. My colleague tells me, hey, Norris, I think your girlfriend is here. I'm telling him, I have no girlfriend. He's like, that chick looks like she's your girlfriend. I'm like, I have no girlfriend. So go to the reception and I see this chick, beautiful, young. Let's say she was in early 20s, and I can tell for sure I don't know. Before even say anything, she's, oh, hi, Norris. The way she says it, totally someone would say I was dating her. And then she's like, I know you don't know me. I almost froze, but I couldn't show her I was frozen. I was calm, composed. I listened to her. She told me what she wanted. I told her what I just explained. It was a recruitment type of query. I just took her details, did all that. Let me not lie, for 3 months, I was looking over my shoulder. From that day, I learned my lesson. Now, in the day that you're living in, whether you're a person who loves to travel, it's very important to make sure your location. Remember, if you're traveling a lot, sometimes very wise, don't put even where you are, the type of hotel or anything for your own safety. Ask yourself, the information that I'm putting, can it be used against me, especially for the type of people who want to scam or harm you due to finances. They say, hey, if you can travel to ABCD, you definitely are good with a check. The times you're living in are evil and scary. Sketchy people here and there. Doesn't mean you live in fear. But thing is, stay alert, stay sharp. We have motorbikes where in the country that I'm in, and what happens is we have to call a stage number. It's metallic plate. It has a number for that state, that area, and then it has a number. So let's say if it's standard area, so it will be STR and then 5. That means it's rider number 5 for that area. So if they don't, they put them either on the front side or the back side, or it's normally fitted on the back. If it's not, so make sure you know the security protocols of different countries and nations and communities and areas that you travel, because the times we're living in, you are your own safety, and if you're not careful, you may never be there. You may be another statistic. So don't be another statistic. Your security starts with you. Be careful, be cautious, be alert. Don't be naive.